Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
South African government refutes media report of snub to PM Narendra Modi amid BRICS summit. As capital prepares for G20 summit, LG Saxena declares public holiday from September 8 to 10. Indian wrestlers won't play under Indian flag at World Championships as World Wrestling Body suspends WFI. Kailash Kher dedicates his next song to Chandrayaan-3 success and Isro scientists. Hi, this is Khushi Chauhan and you're watching Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world. The South African Deputy President spokesperson Vukani has vehemently dismissed a story published in the South African newspaper Daily Maverick concerning Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. Labeling the report as fabricated, Vukani categorically denied the claims that PM Modi was snubbed upon his arrival and went on to call the newspaper's narrative a mystery due to its seemingly baseless nature. Vukani refuted every element of the Daily Maverick's account, insisting that none of it was true. According to the newspaper's story, PM Modi had purportedly refused to disembark from his aircraft at Waterkloof Air Force Base, a purported action attributed to the South African government's decision to send only a cabinet minister for his official welcome. Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena has approved the declaration of public holidays in the Delhi NCR region on September 8, 9 and 10 in view of the G20 summit in the national capital. This decision came a day after CM Arvind Kejriwal approved the proposal for a public holiday on these 3 days. Delhi Police has made elaborate security arrangements in and around the IGI airport, 23 designated hotels, ITPO, Rajghat and along the routes to be taken by VVIPs during this event. A Delhi police officer said some markets which will be shut during this period are Connaught Place, Khan Market, Malcha Mart, Shankar Market, Janpat, Mohan Singh Place and Palika Bazaar. United World Wrestling UWW, the world governing body for wrestling, decided to suspend the Wrestling Federation of India WFI for its failure to hold its election on time. The decision acts as a massive setback for the sport in the country, with India's wrestlers now facing the prospect of competing under a neutral flag. The WFI has been embroiled in controversy for the last few months over allegations of sexual harassment against its former chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh and the lengthy protest by the cream of India's top wrestler. The Indian Olympic Association had in April appointed an ADHOC committee to run the affairs of the Wrestling Federation, with a directive to hold fresh elections in 45 days, which has since been delayed several times. India has scripted history with the successful soft landing of Chandrayaan-3 and emerging as the first country to land on Moon's South Pole. And singer Kailash Kher is using his rhythms and tunes to celebrate the joyous moment. The audio of the song Chalo Ji Kare Chand Ki Sawari is almost ready and we will soon start working on the video. I plan to release it very soon. The song is a dedication of the success of Chandrayaan-3. All the scientists at Isro, our Prime Minister and everyone associated with the mission. Kher tells us with excitement while humming a few lines of the song. In fact, the singer reveals that the song will be a dedication to his mother and there's special reason for it. My mother's name was Chandrakanta. Whenever I hear the word Chandrayaan, it reminds me of my mother and it seems my father is calling my mother. She is the 50-year-old singer. Amid the Kaveri dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has said that Karnataka will argue the matter in the Supreme Court because the petition filed by Tamil Nadu is not maintainable. Karnataka CM told Karnataka will argue the matter because Tamil Nadu filed a petition asking the release of the water. But the petition by Tamil Nadu is not maintainable as the Supreme Court has already given a verdict on the Kaveri dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka on 5th February 2018. The matter has been a controversial issue between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu for decades, and they have been locked in a battle over the sharing of water from the Kaveri River, which is a major source of irrigation and drinking water for millions of people in the region. Now it's time for a short break. We'll be back soon.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
the political situation was all right.
हर कीमत पर भारत की एकता अखंडता की रक्षा की जाएगी।
Who? What? When? Why? Your curiosity is our priority. Who trumped the political tussle? Who showed their power muscle?
अच्छा नहीं लगा, मैंने उसको रद्द कर दिया।
Scaling new peaks in science and tech.
Third stage separated.
Are they keeping the global warming in check? From foreign policies to international disputes, we keep an eye on India's rise to superpower. We bring you news as is. No opinions, no agenda, no masala. Keep calm and access top stories right in your palm. We bring you news that you can
ये
use.
हालात को देखते हुए देश में ये लॉकडाउन 21 दिन का होगा।
Cruising through the alleys, towns and metros. Every moment of importance. From geopolitical moves to hyper-local news. We bring you what's happening in India. New outlook, new thoughts, news with the views. Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.
So we are back after a break, now moving ahead. The BRICS group of nations has invited 6 new countries to join the bloc that has pledged to champion the global south. The debate over the expansion of BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa topped the agenda at the 3-day summit in Johannesburg. While all BRICS members have publicly expressed support for expanding the 5-member bloc, reports suggested divisions among the leaders over how much and how quickly. South Africa's President Cyril Ramaphosa, the current chair of the BRICS grouping, said that Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia and UAE have been invited to join the BRICS as part of the first phase of expansion. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah felicitated Indian Space Research Organisation Chairman S. Somnath at the headquarters in Bengaluru after the Chandrayaan-3 lander make a successful soft landing on the surface of the moon. The Chief Minister also interacted with the scientists at Isro and lauded their efforts personally in making India the first country to reach the south pole of the moon. An ex-post from his office read, the Chief Minister Siddaramaiah visited the Isro Center at Pune and congratulated all the scientists and staff, including Isro Chairman Somnath, who contributed to the success of Chandrayaan-3. Somnath and other scientists shared happiness by distributing sweets. The announcement of India's squad for the Asia Cup on Monday was on expected lines, with KL Rahul and Shreyas Iyer's return from injuries emerging as big positives and one that promises to solve the team's middle order woes. Shreyas at 4 and Rahul at 5 seemed to be the answer to all the problems, followed by Hardik Pandya at 6 and Ravindra Jadeja at 7. Add to that Jasprit Bumrah's come back into the squad after close to a year, and India's Asia Cup playing 11 almost speaks for itself. The only concern for India heading into the Asia Cup, however, is lack of match practice for both Rahul and Iyer, a fact echoed by former all-rounder Kapil Dev. Veteran actor Seema Deo, remembered for her roles in Anand and Kora Kaagaz, died this morning due to age-related ailments. Her filmmaker son Abhinay Deo said she was 81. The actor, who acted in over 80 Hindi and Marathi films, passed away at her Bandra home. She had been suffering from Alzheimer's disease for over 3 years. She passes away at 8:30 to 9 a.m. at her residence in Bandra due to old age. She had been withdrawn completely and eventually it is just old age. Alzheimer's is such a thing that you stop figuring out how to function. She had dementia leading up to Alzheimer's and she was suffering from it for over 3 years, Abhinay Deo said. There is a never-ending debate about India's middle order in ODIs. When they lost in the semi-finals of the 2019 World Cup, the absence of a proper number 4 was deemed as one of the biggest reasons. Since Yuvraj Singh's last ODI on June 30, 2017, India have tried more than 10 players in that position and according to captain Rohit Sharma, still haven't been able to find the perfect match. In the last couple of years, however, India seemed to have found the right mix thanks to Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul. According to Ravichandran Ashwin, there should not be any doubt over India's number 4 and number 5 in the Asia Cup and World Cup if both Iyer and Rahul are match fit. Ashwin is right. Rahul and Iyer have the best numbers among all the batters that India have tried in the middle order since the last World Cup in 2019. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more updates.
Pacific One News, the news web leader, your exposure to the world.